All right, let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. If we could all stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We will now accept any public comments. I do not see any. Oh,
I got a public.
it's you. Oh, it's me. It's Mia. All right. Welcome.
I just turned on.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move into new business. It looks like we're considering for approval 2025-26 insurance approval, and then MHSA emergency action plan. Okay, now where did I just put them? I'm gonna have that. It's gonna slow me down. Yeah, but I think I hid this window. I'll give you grace today.
How are you?
Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, they're really tall today.
And I'm really short today.
I had to raise mine up. I was all the way on the ground.
Except for John's.
So the insurance, that's our quote from Mislip. It was actually a drop, as I put in your notes, of 3%. I sit on their board, so I kind of know why that happened. One of the big pieces is we left Liberty Insurance and went with Lloyd's. Huge savings there. And so it's really, usually you don't have insurance going down in this day and age.
Yeah.
So it was something that worked for, even with the amount that we have had, I think our loss was $130,000 over 5 years. It's in here as well. Or 1.5. And something that's really interesting, if you have it in front of you, on page 13, look at the Mazda approved attorney contract.
Am I off to this now?
No, you're not. And you know what? Look what I got from Jeff Weldon. I'm waiting for this. So MTSBA, they do not use.
Oh. The insurance?
Our property and liability insurance shows you who they have as if they're approved attorneys. They like to kind of refer to them as their stable attorneys. And they have not, we have not used Ontario Boards Association or identified them as
Authorized.
exactly.
Okay. That is intriguing.
There were several issues with service, with insurance, because insurance cases are all litigation.
Okay.
So it's whether or not they have folks that know how to litigate.
Oh. That makes sense.
It does.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, you go down to on the last page, all the schools that are in this book. How do we say that? Yeah, all those schools basically went to SBA as their property.
But schools are using them for other reasons, right? Like they do a lot of advocacy
Oh,
and legal
they're
advocacy
fantastic with
work,
advocacy.
right? Just not in this instance, right?
So
Okay.
basically, if you want to go to court, they're not who you necessarily want.
What?
Litigation type
That's
situation.
what Ms. Cook was saying.
Okay.
They do a phenomenal job with lobbying and things like that.
Yeah.
They really do.
Okay.
So my recommendation is to accept this. I don't even know where MSGIA, that's their competition, which is a subsidiary basically of MTSBA. I don't know where Sean Bob and they're at with their numbers, but I really doubt that they had a 3% drop.
Okay.
And we haven't switched insurance companies since I've been here. It's always been MSLIP.
Okay.
They've changed their name, but it's always been the same.
The old Western States and Dave Flax.
They had a million, now they're Marshall McLennan. So I lose track. I still call them Western States. That's how old I am. So they change their names as they get purchased by bigger companies.
All right, so do we need to do them separate for our motions or together? So we'll start with the insurance approval.
I move to accept or approve the MSLIP insurance for 2025-26.
Motion by Stacy, second. Second by John. Any further discussion? Discussion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, so now we'll move on to the MHSA Emergency Action Plan. Do we need a motion to, okay, I'll take a motion to accept the MHSA Emergency Action Plan.
I'll move.
Moved by Brianne,
Second.
second by Stacy. All right, and open for discussion.
This is something that we're required to do annually. And it's just gone through, as you can see, I've changed some of the names and phone numbers. It's basically the same document. And how we do things here. We have a more developed EOP, Emergency Operation Plan. That's something separate. That's something that we will begin working on with our wellness committee. And I understand that there's board members that sit on that as well. Yeah, we want to talking with the principals. We are going to start
was me
doing that on
when
a
we-
monthly basis. We're going to call wellness/safety.
So we kind of, the wellness committee, like it, I don't know, I honestly can't tell you the last time we met. So we need to,
That's what the principal said, was pretty spotty.
Yeah, yeah.
And no, it's a great way to communicate with the staff.
yeah.
And the cook is involved in that also.
Yes. So Tara was a part of that. Who else? I think Darcy maybe. Okay.
But as far as MHSA, this is what we gotta have.
Okay.
Am I on that committee, right?
The wellness committee.
Yeah.
I think so.
We should probably
Yeah, we should revisit
reevaluate
who,
all
would-
the committees.
yeah, who, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, well, we also have. a
Maybe
new-
we should do that once, like you establish all your committees, because I think it has gotten confusing for
Mhm.
sure.
I can't remember our policy. I'm in 5 or 6 different policies. How do you do this?
When random
Like
things
the
come up.
CBA, I'll flash back to our lease sometime, but yeah, the board chair, I believe,
It's a
assigns.
policy 1130 annually. You have to appoint your committees,
Okay.
even if it's the same people every year.
Yeah,
It's your
I
sole
remember we
discretion.
talked about it last year, but it was in the fall. Like I have
think
to
so.
look back.
Yeah.
I can
We'll
look
probably
back.
do again.
It's supposed to be done in May with your board elections. Your policy will actually, if you use the MTSB templates, I think you guys do, it'll say that you reorganize your board and your committee appointment. You don't have to do it right at that meeting, but we're still in okay time. You don't want to wait too long.
So we
Okay.
could do it, put it on the agenda for the next meeting.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Any further discussion on the MHSA?
On the emergency plan?
Yes, sorry, emergency plan. Yeah.
Just making
I mean,
sure
not,
everybody
I
knows
shouldn't
that.
generalize that so much. Sorry, this, I'm gonna need some time to get used to.
On the
Lack of
staff
paper.
roles,
Yes.
and I'm sure there's something with this, with like how they have it from the state, but is there like a backup, like if, because it says like Mitch is to call the ambulance, but if Mitch ain't here, I'm just asking, like,
Yeah.
shouldn't there be like a tiered, if he's not here, who steps into that role, or, and like for each above, like, if it's him and then it's Robert Russell that moves up to that, then who fills in behind? You see what I'm saying?
Tara's out for the day.
Yeah. That's just how my brain works.
We could add that language.
That'd be really, that's, when looking through this earlier, that was about the only thing I really seen was just having it for all the different things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
As people move around, having somebody like for the activities. Like if Mitch ain't there, if it's whoever's in charge of the, well, or if you ain't there, like whoever's there in charge of the activity for the night, or you know what I mean? Like however you have to word that,
Mhm.
that would be my only, just making sure that those jobs are being done.
Okay.
And that people understand the, if they're not there, you move up to this or however that works, I guess.
Set that in there, I'll have a discussion with Mitch about that. Good call.
So do we need to table this then? Or just go ahead and approve it?
Yeah, and just go back and make a motion again with that condition that be added.
You want to just amend the motion to add that we add tiers of backup to the staff roles? That said, right, John? So true.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd word it, but yeah.
Delegation of authority.
Authority.
Yeah.
Direct your superintendent to create a tier chart. He'll show you
Mid
this.
motion to direct superintendent.
One of us need to do that.
That's what I did.
To
Oh, okay.
create a
Tiered chart for staff roles in response of an emergency.
We have an amendment to the motion to have our superintendent draft a tier chart for responsibilities in an event of an emergency to the MHSA emergency plan.
You need to say for the gym and the football field, because there's the two parts,
For both.
or does it just say all? Just
We can,
all-
yeah, for all.
for all activities.
all activities.
And then we need a
We'll need a second.
second.
I second that.
Stacy seconds again. Okay. So with the amendment, any further discussion? Not, we'll go ahead and proceed to vote. All those in favor of accepting their emergency plan for Park City High School, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 5-0. And we're now moving on to the consent agenda. We need yes, but with the exclusion of the board meeting minutes, correct? Okay, so we'll move on to the consent agenda with exclusion of approval of the board meeting minutes for June 23rd and July 7th. So approval of warrants, personnel, non-certified, and then our board training work session. Moved by John, second by Kelsey. Okay. Open for discussion.
I normally don't talk about background checks, but what I did with Carl and his references and some of the others, I don't just use, what they tell me to call. I talk to other people as well. Just knocked it out of the park if we bring this guy in.
Okay.
They're just absolutely. They got a couple of them got chuckles because they're like, "What's he doing? Like, is he teaching?" No, he's going to be head of maintenance. Oh, he can handle that because mining equipment, I guess, is a little more involved. And he said, miners, they really get mad when their stuff don't work. And I said, well, you ought to see what teachers can do when they get mad. So, yeah, I think Mr. Homberger will be a fantastic asset to our district. He's also a diesel mechanic. We don't have the facilities out at the bus barn to do some of that stuff, but there are some things that we can do that would save us $185 an hour.
Nice.
Bill's very excited.
My husband said he is very, very smart and just very, like, even with the ag building, he'll be a huge asset.
Everybody said he treats people well, and so,
It's nice we found somebody
Yes.
in a tough position to fill.
All right. Any further discussion? The consent agenda?
The coaches.
Oh,
do
the
you have
coaches,
anything on
TJ.
just
Right.
what I wrote for you in those notes, that you realize when I do that, that is open. As part of, people could see that. Or the open meeting, yeah, thanks. So I try to play that pretty politically correct. Use the information as I get it. TJ Spence got a lot of experience coaching, both 6-man and 8-man. And I was not a part of that interview that happened before I got here. But Mitch was very satisfied with his ability to continue the program. And then Lane, is it Hamill or Hamel?
Hamill.
Hamill. Been out of school for 5 years, wants to get into coaching. He would be the third, because he already hired Ty up there. So, yeah.
And they haven't had a third and they needed a third for quite a few years.
So all that's left open in positions is assistant boys and kindergarten. Is that right? Is there anything else?
Assistant boys basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not certain about that one. But kindergarten, yes.
still
And
open.
yeah, we've interviewed one person, second time today. And we'll have a recommendation pretty quick. That might require a special meeting.
For what position was this? I'm
The
sorry.
kindergarten.
elementary.
Kindergarten.
It's an
Oh, okay.
elementary position that we will slide into the kindergarten.
Gotcha.
If that's just a hiring of one person for that special meeting, can we do it Zoom?
Yeah.
Just a quick.
I just have to notice
Just
it
to
up.
say.
I just have to notice it up and, put the Zoom address out there for people to come in. Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to come in and see?
I just meant if it's short like that, just to, for time's sake.
I'm
for
sure we can
everybody.
find other things we can get on there.
If
as
there's
well.
other things, yes, I just
Yeah.
meant if that was the only thing.
Yeah.
All right.
And then all of the June, everything in June has been paid. So I'll be able to start closing out June and getting final numbers all finished. It's been a bit of a struggle to get those all paid, but we're at the end point there now. So. And the insurance pulls out of July each year, so that check will be a new July check claim that I'll pull. Since you guys have approved it, so.
The insurance that we just approved.
Mhm.
All right. Any further discussion? If not, we'll go ahead and proceed to vote on the consent agenda. All those in favor of approving our consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 5-0. So here's where, do we adjourn at this point for our work session, or is it included as part of our?
We can just keep rolling.
Okay,
If
Okay.
there was a crowd that was confused, we could explain to them.
okay. And then does it still stay videoed?
No, you don't have to do it because we are past the point of the meeting where we take any action. So you can stop videoing.
Okay.
Regular meeting.
You did what?
I do.